Hi, and welcome to All Talks Female Engineers, a platform that aims to encourage, empower, and educate women who are in the field of engineering, those who aspire to be in the field, and women who just wonder what is it like to be us in the so-called male-dominated field. I am Tsogofatso More, and in this video, I will have the pleasures of interviewing a content creator, a YouTuber, and a designer of African closet space. Ooh, and a civil engineer who comes all the way from Kenya. Please do help me welcome Jane Akura.
I'm so excited. Hello, I'm Jane Akura. How are you, my darling?
I'm good, man.
Nice
good.
to chat to you. I'm alright, thank you. Nice to chat to you.
You look nice, by the way.
Oh, thank you very much. It's proudly dressed by you because you chose this top. So thank you very much.
No, thank you for allowing us to interview you, for our people up there who's watching us. So thank you. I know there's a lot of ladies who are inspired by ladies such as you. So that is why I had asked her to actually allow me to interview her. She's a busy woman, by the way. A very busy woman. This woman is
a month.
It took a whole month. Every time, like, Jane, can I? And she's like, no, baby, I'm busy. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. But finally, we are here.
Yeah, we're here.
So I'm just going to start with ice break questions so that we get ourselves into the mood.
Okay.
And I didn't tell her the questions.
She wanted
me to tell her the questions, but I think it's much better if she hears the questions the first time around.
Yeah, that's true.
So, ice-breaking questions. I have everything on my memo. We have drinks, we have cookies, we have...
Cheers.
Cheers. So, what song you listened to whilst preparing for this interview?
I was listening to this Kenyan guy. His name is Butros. I forget the name of the song, but he was the one on my playlist. Literally, when I was in the shower, when I was doing my makeup, I was doing everything. I just like his voice. It's fun. And recently, I've been listening to Kenyan music because I feel like it's a way to get me back home because I haven't been home for a while. So it's just that grounding.
Yes.
You know? So Kenyan music
takes you back home.
Yeah.
That is good. That is great, by the way. And then the next one, my phone just keeps on
going off,
closing. I don't know what is it. I need to buy a new phone. Actually, I need to buy a new phone. Your current read, podcast, or show?
So I like gossip. I'm not gonna lie. So recently, a lot of the podcasts or the shows I'm watching is things to do with Blake Lively. If you know the drama that's going on, and Justin Baldoni. That's where I am because she.
Are they still
ongoing? And every day it's something new.
Is it? The last time it was the suing, and then I left it there. I was like, honestly, I don't understand. After watching that movie, I was so like, this is such a nice movie.
I didn't watch it. I don't want to watch it because of her. She ruined it. She ruined the experience for me.
I heard the story and I was like, no, actually, I do want to watch this thing. It's actually a nice, from my perspective, it is a nice.
Everyone who's watched it says it's a good movie. And I honestly, if you ask me, I believe without this drama, that movie would have been probably one of the biggest movies. You understand? And they have gotten a lot of awards for that movie because of how they are focusing on current issues. So it's about domestic violence. That's a current issue that a lot of people go through. We know someone goes through it, our siblings, our mothers, and so on and so forth. So it's just that after she came out and lied, she ruined this for a lot of people who didn't watch. And some of us have just been, I'm a staunch, I believe in my word. Whatever I say is what I'm going to do. I said I will not watch it and I won't watch it. So I've not watched it. So if I know the plot of the movie, it's because of what people have described.
Look, it's a very nice movie. Like you say, it's about domestic violence. A woman who just told himself, this is it, it ends. It literally says, this ends with me, right? That's the title of the movie. And I really related a lot because you know a lot of people who are going through such things.
Including our own friends.
Exactly. So I didn't see it in a bad way. I just tried to, when you take out all the noise. And let me be the judge of this thing. Yeah. I did that.
I'll try. I'll give it a try.
Please do that because it's really a great movie. It will teach a lot of people to say, this is it. I'm no longer going through this. Especially when you've seen someone go through it, you need to tell yourself, this is it.
Okay. I'll remove the noise. I'll try. I'm not promising.
So you encourage the listeners as well. Please do go watch it. And we'll hear her review soon. I hope soon. When you do a review, I'm gonna post it on our Instagram page just to say Jane watched this thing.
Okay, I promise I'll watch it now because of you. This is pressure now. Okay.
Yes. And then the best advice you've ever received.
I think recently it's been to focus on my happiness and my peace of mind. And not to be afraid to walk away or walk out of situations that put my peace of mind and happiness at risk. And then the other one that I live by is if you want to do something, go and do it.
Go for it.
Go for it. Don't wait for people to come with you. If I'm gonna call Seiko and be like, hey baby girl, are you free? Can we go to this? And then she'll be like, no. I'm like, okay, sharp, see you. Then
do it alone.
Do it alone. Yeah. Because in that doing it alone, you end up meeting other people.
True. Yeah. That is true. I have a friend who actually, and I've also told this to my cousins that, dude, if you give me excuses, I'm gone.
I'm out.
I'm out. And I have a friend who literally does that. Yeah. When I give her excuses, she's like, okay, so you will catch me some other time in the next episode. Yeah. When you want to go, holla at me, but I'll be gone already. Yeah, no. And then something you failed at, and what did you learn from it?
I think one of the biggest highlights of any failure, and as engineers we are known to be like the smartest people in the room, no? But when I landed in the University of Pretoria, it taught me a different ball game. I'm not even gonna lie. There was a whole different ball game there. So you're just like, okay, let me do the best that I can.
Yes.
So the one story I always give people, of which people always ask me, are you sure? Are you not lying? I'm like, no, I'm not lying. I got a 0 in a test.
Really?
Yeah.
You?
0% in coding, MPR. And the next thing I did the next morning, I walked to floor 6 and I said, please, register me. Because I promise you.
Look, MPR was another level. Another subject that I was just like, no. But guys, also it's unbelievable, and I understand why people say it's unbelievable, because if you knew Jane back in varsity, yes,
she was always the one studying. You knew, oh no, there was a distinction somewhere.
Always.
But I did get that 0, and I walked in there, and I think that taught me that you can fail and get up. Because as I walked into that 6th floor, this was my reasoning. I have to finish my degree in record time.
Yes,
which is the 4 years, and there's that pressure. If I don't leave this thing and I say pretend or continue with it, that first test is already counting 20% towards the end, So I don't have 20, I'm working for 80, and I'm struggling with that 80 as well, So I said, God, I'm gonna leave this thing. Please help me next year to finish it.
Yes.
It wasn't easy again. But I was like, I don't have a choice. And I remember the day I was studying for the test, I was playing Spirit Lead Me, where my feet without... Yes, there you go. That's the song I was listening to as I was writing, and I told God, please lead me to the right place. I went and wrote the test, and I came out with a 55%.
As long as it's a pass.
And I walked... Listen, that was my distinction, my friend.
As long as you know I'm done. I'm done with that thing. I'm done.
From 0 to 55, I was like, come on, Jane, you're actually really smart. So that was the one. And then there's the other one that I persevered through was also as it's called steel design. It's an what do you call it? The civil, like completely the civil space.
Okay.
It's not like I didn't understand this thing. I understood it completely. It's just that when you make mistakes, as engineers, it's a thing of you measure from center to center. You don't measure from end to end. Madam Jane measured from end to end. And the first test I did, I got a 5 out of 40 when everyone else had above 50. So I was the last one. And the lecturer knew me, and she came and talked to me and asked me what happened. And I said, ma'am, I don't know. Honestly, I don't have an answer for you. Then I went and wrote the next test, and I felt very confident. And I still it didn't work out. And then the one thing that saved me was a group project.
Yes.
Yeah? But this group assignment didn't get me to 40%. It got me to 30%. So I walked into an exam with a 30%. And I walked out of that exam with a 65%.
Wow.
That was my final mark. So I pushed myself.
Yo.
I literally, when everyone had gone home, I said, I wrote the 6 exams. So everyone had gone home, I was just alone. I said, no, I am not failing. I am finishing this degree in record time, and I don't care. And I did.
And I think that's actually what this degree teaches you.
Yeah.
That you shouldn't give up.
You
should always persevere. There's hardships everywhere. But and any, like, I like to say that one of the things that you face in life actually prepares you for
everything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No. No, hey?
So let me tell you, in short, what I'm saying is it's not easy, but you need a heart for it.
Yes.
You need a very strong heart for it.
One thing about engineering, you need to love it.
You need to love it.
You need to know it from before you start. That this thing I'm dying with. Otherwise, we've seen a lot of people who actually dropped engineering from first year to second, even third year, where they're near to the finish end, but they just like, it's too much. The pressure is too much. And I think that's what you need to actually carry on your back, that I'm gonna go through what's happening, all of it. Yo, but Jane, guys, Jane, nobody believes.
I'll show you my records.
We'd go to where did you guys live?
So remember I lived at Yasmin.
We'd go to Yasmin, and
Midnight.
This girl would be in the room studying. Anything you ask, where's Jane? Jane is in the room studying. And you're like, what am I doing?
Does she ever have fun? Trust me, on the weekends I was having fun.
And that's the thing I don't understand. Even now, I'm like, dude, how do you do it? Because you're always working, but you also take out content. You're up to date.
Yeah.
Which is something that some of us struggle with. But hey,
commitment.
Hey, we're trying, guys. And then, if engineering had a superhero, what would your powers
be?
Oh,
okay, now I get why you never sent this question to me. Because I would have thought I'd given the perfect answer. Let me see. Keep go. I think, what would you call someone who just keeps going? Even if a question is difficult, they just have to figure it out. They don't give up on it.
Perseverance.
Yeah, I think perseverance would be it for me.
So that would be your superhero.
That would be my superpower. Superhero, someone with that quality.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And someone in Marvel that you think has that quality that you'd think you'd be?
Tony Stark.
That's what
Iron Man. Iron Man, definitely.
I don't. If you're an engineer, you don't like Iron Man.
You're crazy.
I don't know. Like, just watching it, you just become so interested with what he's doing, and
Iron Man for me.
True. I actually thought of that too. And then, what's something you do to unwind after a long day from work?
Funny enough, making my content.
Is it?
I feel like that's one of the reasons why I started doing this content creation life. I just said after graduated undergrad, now going into my honors, I was just like, I need something for me. I need an outlet.
So that you don't focus on this.
Yes, and the outlet for me is where can I put my creativity into? Because people sit and watch videos and you think, oh, this person just took a camera and recorded it. No, there's more that goes into it. And there's a lot of thinking and a lot of, okay, you also have to be happy with what you're putting out for the other people to be happy with it. But before you get to that, okay, I'm happy with this, you must have thought about it. You know, so that's what I do. Just the content side of it. Like, I'm gonna sit and create maybe like two not vlogs, those ones are long sometimes. That's when you need time. Like your short clips, your TikTok, your Instagram, yes. And also making stories on Instagram stories. I enjoy that.
Is it?
Yeah.
We're gonna get into this content creation thing so that she can teach us her ways in this space of engineering, please. And then the last icebreaker question is describe your job to a 5-year-old.
You see the water that drops on the road and needs to go somewhere so that the road is not wet, so that there's no accidents. That's what I do. I design the drainages, or rather the channels that you see on the side of the road or underground that allow water to flow out. Yes.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, that's good enough for a 5-year-old.
Just know she deals with the water that goes to the drain, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're gonna get to the interview questions.
Yeah.
Because our people wants to know who is Jane? Who is this Jane that we see on our TikToks, we see on our Instagram, we also see on YouTube. By the way, please do follow her on her YouTube channel and all her social platforms. She is a great content creator. Trust me, I don't know where she gets all this time, but she is. Who is Jane?
Jane is a young girl, the sixth born out of 8 children, who comes from Kenya. She came to South Africa in 2014 for school, and the reason why she came to South Africa is because she didn't want to do exams. So after high school, I was very exhausted. After my we call them matric exams.
Okay.
We call them KCP, so Kenya Certificate of KCSE, Secondary Education.
Okay.
I was tired because I pushed myself so hard. And then I did well enough to make it into, there's a program where my school has a partnership with a bank in Kenya called Equity Bank.
Okay.
If you're in the top 5 during your gap year, because we need to take a gap year. Like it's mandatory in my country.
Yeah.
So in that gap year, instead of sitting at home doing nothing, I went and worked as a cashier in the bank.
Okay.
And they happen to have a program where you can apply to go for training, a 1-month bootcamp training to apply for schools abroad. So like your Oxford, your Cambridge, your all those schools, anywhere you want to go, right? So I went into it, and then we had to write SATs and ACTs. And I was just like, God, I'm tired. I don't want to do exams. And I kept praying. I was telling God, please, I don't want to do these exams. And the person who was in charge of us, I also kept telling him, his name was Michael. So I think it's a thing of also like the right timing of everything happening in my life, and that's been a trend since I was a baby. So this one was also a thing of the right timing as well, because that time I'm busy crying and I'm saying I don't want to do these exams is when University of Pretoria and my scholarship Mastercard Foundation for the first year they were having a partnership. And they said they don't need anyone to write exams. They were like, we don't need people to write exams, just let them apply so that they can come.
Yeah.
And then Michael, the guy I kept on telling, I don't want to write exams. He walked to me and told me, Jane, I know you don't want to write exams. You don't want to be here. Apply to this. And it was 10 of us who applied, and out of the 10, they only took 2 of us from Kenya, me and another guy. And that's how I ended up here. So that's part of my story, part of how I landed at the University of Pretoria. So I did uni, 4 years of undergrad. I went into my honors. And the reason why I went into my honors, I'm not going to lie to you, was because my visa was expiring. I didn't want to go back home to Kenya because I honestly felt like my adulting life was being formed here. So this was more familiar to me than Kenya, you know. and also just wanting the best for myself. So I went into honors, and I said, okay, let me push honors, see if I can get my permanent residence, of which it happened because of critical skills and all that, engineering being part of it. And then I went into my master's after, because I was looking for work as I was doing my honors, but because I don't have a work permit, and also because I'm on a student visa, you cannot get a job.
Okay.
So I went into my master's to see, okay, fine, after I've gotten my PR, can I now start applying for work to get jobs?
Yes.
And frankly speaking, I don't know whether we're going to land to this, but all I can say is, if there was another pathway for me to go into work and come back do my master's later, I would have taken it. Because I feel like I went into it for the wrong reasons. Not because I did it because it was a way out. I didn't do it because I wanted to do it. So it became extremely tiring. You understand? Because imagine pushing, if anyone finished record time, that person pushed themselves. It's not like, for me, if you ask me, finishing record time UP is literally walking out with a distinction in itself. Because it's a lot of work, it's a lot of sacrifice, it's a lot of what we're talking about, perseverance and pushing yourself. So I was exhausted, I was tired, and probably the only reason why you see 2 pictures here is because I still need the 3rd one. And I'm trying to push myself, but then again you land into the working zone and it becomes a whole different ball game. You're working, Jane there, jiggy doing the most, trying to be a content creator, and now there's no you want to push yourself to be like, let me get this master's, you know?
Yes.
Because I also don't like having unfinished business. But then there's that fatigue from the work.
And fatigue is real, guys.
It's real. It's very real. And mental fatigue is not a joke.
You need to rest. And I feel like our companies need to actually focus more on that.
Yeah.
I feel like, yes, we want to work hard, produce, make the company money, but also the people behind making that money.
They need time to rest, and you can only give your best if you're rested.
Yes.
You know, you can't give any match if you're
it's
not
like
rested.
writing any exam.
Yeah.
You write an exam rested enough.
You're working out with a good mark, literally a good mark. So there's that part of work. Then I got into work, started working 2021.
Yes.
I did my first year as Rotary, and then I left and went into another company, which is where I am at the moment.
Okay.
And I love it. I enjoy my work there. It's what I wanted to do. You get? So I'm enjoying it. Jen is also single for the boys. I'm putting myself out there. I'm just telling God. For the boys who are looking for a very intelligent young lady who has a life together.
And she's ready to mingle.
Exactly. No,
So,
marriage, actually. Please, don't come waste my time.
Yes, there's no time to be wasted. Guys, we are 30. We cannot be doing
We're
such
not
things.
kids anymore.
Please. You spoke about, just to rewind, you spoke about your country allowing you guys to take a gap year.
Yeah.
How did that come about? Because I know a lot of us, we take a gap year because
we don't know what to do.
We don't know what to do. Most of us, we don't know what to do, or our parents don't have enough money for us to go to school. Some very fortunate people, they just take it to pursue their own thing.
Yeah.
But since your company, not your company, your country, enforces you guys to do this thing, how, what's the benefit of it?
Personally, I'll tell you, it's mainly for them to control the inflow of the university students they take. Because I remember my year when we started for exams, I think we were 400,000 students.
Yo.
There's only a handful of universities in Kenya.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So where are all those 400,000 going to go to? And remember, you already have other people in there, so we can't all be going in it's a continuous flow.
You guys,
Yeah. So people end up that gap year. You take it so that they can control their end. And then also for you, the same way you guys say, okay, I don't know what to do. I personally believe it allows someone that opportunity to be like, okay, what do I want to pursue? You understand? Yeah. Because before we join uni, we are actually not forced, but before you do your the matric exams, you're made to choose the university you want to go to, the degree that you want to take. That's what you do. You submit that to they're called NEC, the government entity that controls the universities.
Okay.
And then after you've done your matric, they're the ones to say, okay, Seiko applied for engineering, Jane applied for medicine, Jane got 70, but medicine we need 80. So we're going to look at Jane's second choice. That's where she's going to fall, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
Like, I literally was accepted to uni for engineering because I was a female. Not because I got 81 out of 84. I had a straight A.
Yes.
And not because of that. They took me because of affirmative action.
Oh.
And that hurts me until now, because if I came to South Africa and I went straight into uni just for my marks, why would you take me for affirmative action, you know? But it's also a thing of Kenyan students are extremely smart.
They are.
Extremely smart, yeah.
Example, they are. No, Kenyan people are really smart.
So you're competing with the cream de la cream of the cream.
Yes.
You know?
Yo, and then you also mentioned, this question is going away, but I'll remember it.
Yeah.
I'll remember it. Yes. It's back.
Yeah.
Your masters, doing your honors in your masters, is it in line with what you're doing now?
Yes, it is 100%.
Okay.
And if I get rid of this mental fatigue that I have at the moment and just sit down, promise I can finish it in like 4 months. Because I did the bulk of the work.
So wait, your masters, meaning you're not done yet with your masters?
No, I'm still struggling through.
Really?
Honestly speaking, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you.
I thought you finished with your masters, babe.
I keep going into it and I get tired. I go into it and I get tired. I don't know whether it's a thing of, it's the topic that I'm exhausted with. But I cannot be exhausted with the topic because that's my day-to-day job.
Yes.
You understand? So I don't know, it's a thing of I've not recovered from that fatigue, because I can promise you I felt that fatigue in my honors year. I'm someone who could have easily walked out of my honors like 80%. But I was so complacent, I walked out with a 60.
Yes.
Because I would have done it. I was exhausted. So, yeah. I don't know. I'm not finished. I need the third picture. That's
what you're gonna get it. You're gonna. I do believe you're gonna get it. Look, you're an inspiration. I know you're going to get it.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned Mastercard bursary. Not a lot of us know what that is.
Not bursary, scholarship.
Scholarship.
There's a difference.
Yes. Excuse me. Excuse me. Your Mastercard scholarship. Yes, you got it in this way you explained, but how can you advise someone who wants to go within that path
to apply for it? So they have a criteria. You have to come from a disadvantaged background, in the sense that financially, you know, of course that's the reason why people scholarships and bursaries are always given, right? And then you have to be, like I said, cream de la cream. You have to be smart. Like, your marks have to be good. They're just not gonna take you for the sake of taking you. At UP, I don't know since I left if they've really expanded to which degrees they sponsor
for Mastercard.
But when I came in, engineering was one of them. Economy that they sponsor, not all the degrees.
Yes.
And that's when I mentioned, or rather, I've taught you something new, that as foreign students you cannot study medicine in
medicine. Yes, I didn't know that, because we do go elsewhere to go study medicine. Why?
I don't know. I've never been able to know, but they do not take medicine students who are foreign students.
Really?
Not even for your masters, not even a postgrad. You cannot do a postgrad.
Because then how do we interchange with other countries? Because we are allowed to go to Boma, Cuba, and I don't know the other place, but I know Cuba is very
famous.
It's a very famous one for medicine.
Yeah.
We go to such places, and then to study medicine, why wouldn't we
be allowed to go to other people? It's a thing. Maybe ask cereal. Cupcake. Should be able to tell us?
Maybe I should. Cyril,
please.
Cupcake. Please let us know why.
Let us know, please.
I think it's good for us just to know why, than for such information to get it elsewhere, you know.
Yeah, very true. And then I know they have a partnership. So when I came in, they had a partnership with UP, University of Pretoria, and Cape Town.
Okay.
And now they've added one more school, which I think is pretty new. I'm not sure. You'll put it in the description.
Well, I'll have to.
Yeah.
Yes, I will put it for you guys.
In the description. Yeah.
Are they? Yeah.
And they have certain times when you can apply for it. I think they tend to open around September.
Okay.
But also before they take you, you have to be accepted by the school.
Oh, so you actually need to register with the school.
Yes.
But schools want like registrations and then how you're going to be paying them. So now what are you going to say? I'm waiting for the scholarship.
No. For me, I think what happened was, remember me, it was, I think, of not luck, but just God making things happen at the right time.
Yes.
They wanted students. In short, they wanted us more than we wanted them at that time. You understand? So they had to push every single means, but we still had to be accepted. So that's why I say out of the 10, they only took 2, is because the 2 of us were the only ones accepted here. Because there's another guy who was accepted, so it was 3 of us. Who accepted by the University of Victoria scholarship, but the 3rd guy was not accepted by UP, so he couldn't come here. But anyway, ended up going to a better school. We went to Canada, I think McGill.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
Oh, nice.
It's not his bread and butter was not here.
I guess he had to go fly his wings elsewhere. Yeah.
So
that is great, because I've always, like, I'm a person who would love to study overseas or like just get work overseas, and you get people who are coming from other countries into your country and you're like, but guys, how did you do it? So that we can also encourage the ones from home
to also apply. Also apply. And Mastercard has partnership all over the world. Toronto, University of Toronto, what do you call it, Harvard University, all like your top tier US universities, they're there. So wherever you want to go, you just open your wings and fly.
Honestly, and I think we should do that. I'm going to look at that because I'm one of those people who want to do that.
Good.
And then your journey into engineering. Why did you decide to study engineering?
Funny story now. Grab your popcorn, guys. Grab your popcorn. So when I was in high school, I was a crook, guys. I was not such a good baby. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you ask anyone I went to high school with, they'll be like, Jane was trouble. So I remember, I think since I was in primary school, I always said I wanted to be a lawyer. And if you ask me why, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I don't think I even had people around me who, like in my family, within my family, who I can say is a lawyer. Only after one of my cousins who's a lawyer.
Became a lawyer.
Yeah, but she's not practicing anyway. But she's the one who, like, maybe, but we're the same age, so technically almost the same. She was maybe 2 years older, so there's no way I can say she was an influence. She wasn't, right? And then when I think it was when was this, grade 9, we call them from 1, 2, 3 and 4. So that's grade 9.
Yes.
My crookedness, or rather me being, I used to question authority. I'm someone who questions authority. But this is like, I question it smartly. Back then it was just rowdy. I'm not gonna lie to you. So the prefect was there. She was doing shady stuff. And I would always be like, but why are you doing that and you want me to do the other way around? And then I think kids, adolescent and all that stuff, there's friction now, right? I remember the day, I don't remember exactly what happened, but I remember that day I stood up and I said, me as a lawyer, mind you, I am suffering through maths and getting 50% in math. I don't know which lawyer I was talking about, That issue escalated to a point where I got suspended for like 2 days.
Oh my.
And when I came back, the dream of being a lawyer died in me. And then also, I remember I failed my very first history lesson. And
being a lawyer, you need to know your history, babe.
You need to love theory. And I hate theory.
I also do.
So I don't know where I got this thing of I wanted to be a lawyer. I don't know where it came from. I'm gonna lie to you.
I think it's because, sorry to cut you there, but I think it's because you are very vocal. You stand your ground, and people, when they see that, they like you don't get easily
intimidated or challenged. Yes.
So you stand your ground, you go for what and that's what you want in a lawyer. So you had lawyers personality, but
the other part was the brain wasn't there, my friend. So I was like, I failed that test and I failed that test. Again, another story of everyone else passing and me, I fail. And now it just doesn't make sense to me. But also that fail pushed me, because we had to do history from grade 9 and grade 10, and then we get to 10, you choose either history or geography.
Yeah.
I chose geography with a 73% and I left history with a 86%. Because I was like, no, I'm not suffering through this. I'm sorry, this is not for me, And then in that when I went to Form 3 now, grade 11,
Yes.
there's a lady who came to school to give us a talk, and she was an engineer.
Oh.
And that was when Jane the engineer was born. I don't know what this thing entails. I don't know what it does, but she said civil engineer. I said, okay, yes, that's what I want.
That's what I want to do. And this is why actually I'm bringing this platform for such things.
Yeah, like what was the spark? It wasn't a thing of I saw someone doing something out of this world or anything. It was just a woman who came to school and spoke, and she said, I'm a civil engineer, and Jane blindly walked into it without knowing what it entailed. And I was like, oh, I'm good at maths. Yes, I love maths. I'm good at physics. Well, I was getting 50%, but I ended up with an 80%, so it's okay.
Yes.
It's the end justifies the means.
You were there.
Yeah,
you were going for that journey.
Exactly. Chemistry, I used to nail it. Biology, I used to nail it. So everyone thought I'd want to be a doctor.
Oh.
I can't be a doctor. If you ask me, I feel like doctors it's a calling.
It is.
Not everyone can do that.
Not everyone can be. It's like not everyone can be a lawyer or an engineer or whatsoever. It's literally you have to love what you're doing or what you want to do. Honestly,
exactly. So I went into it. When I landed here, it wasn't like, I think first year I sort of like cruised. I was having it easy in first year because a lot of the things we were doing, like your maths, like, no, but I did this in high school.
Yes,
I did this. The physics was a walk in the park. Well, I did this just the other day. You know, it only started getting harder when we got to your mechanics, your SWKs and stuff like that. That's when now the real deal started happening. And then so there was that, like, just like on a general basis, civil engineering.
Yes.
And then when you go to third year, you know, when you're supposed to pick our final year project.
Yes.
Again, another spark moment. I don't know if you remember in that third year, 2016, towards the end, there was some heavy flooding in Johannesburg.
Yes, I remember that.
And I chose my topic in urban flood hydrology.
Okay.
So something to do with studying how development is affecting our flood systems in the country and so on and so forth. And that was my final year project. And that's how I knew this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. That's how I ended up specializing in your stormwater systems and your flood water studies and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah. That is actually a great, from the beginning towards the end.
Yeah.
It was just like things were bringing themselves to you.
To me, yeah.
To say it's like God showing you this is the path.
Yeah.
It's either you listen or you don't. And then...
And I'm glad I've listened all the way through.
I'm also glad you listened.
I've been listening, I've really been listening, because what are the chances that there's a big flood just when we're about to choose our choices?
Yes.
For what? Why? Why did that happen?
There isn't.
And also, why did I see a spark in that okay, I wanna see how I can solve a problem in this. Yeah. You understand? Like, no, that is great.
That is great. Not a lot of people get that aha moment.
Yeah.
And I think for you, it just came at the right time. It will happen. It will happen.
Yeah.
Ah, man, it's been such a great conversation. And then surviving your first year as a woman
in engineering.
Did
I survive? That's the question.
Did you?
God have mercy on my soul. Okay, now we're gonna get into very serious territories here, guys. I'm very sorry, but it wasn't easy. It was not easy, and I actually ended up getting depressed. And until now, I'm sort of like fighting the remnants of that depression. You know me, like, even if someone is watching this, I'll be like, there's no way Jane can, like, I'm lively and all that stuff. But it wasn't such an amazing environment. Like, what you see, I usually say, what glitters isn't necessarily gold.
Yes,
you understand?
It isn't.
And a lot of people are good at selling what they have. To the point you think this is literally where I want to be, this is the best. And then when you walk in, it's a different ball game.
It is.
So personally, I just feel like there wasn't a lot of holding of hands, like directions for me. And one thing I've always believed in myself, when I always say this, even when I'm in interviews for work, you know how someone can walk in and be like, no, I'm a know-it-all and stuff like that. That's never been me. This is the one thing I always say in interviews. I am still learning and I'm willing to learn because I don't know everything. No. You understand? And that's what I said in my interview. I am learning. I'm fresh out of uni. I don't have experience. I'm learning. I'm willing to learn. But that opportunity for me to learn wasn't there. It's like because you're from UP, because you are a master's student,
yes.
because now
you think you know everything.
you know they've already now put you at a pedestal, and now you're struggling to even prove yourself at that pedestal, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing is, but I never told you that I actually want to belong on. I'm working myself to it. I'm not there. Don't put me there, you know. So it was a lot of expectation in the sense that if I give you this work, do it in 2 minutes. No, sorry. I can do it in 2 hours.
Yes.
Because a normal person will also do it in 2 hours or more, not 2 minutes. You understand? So, and then I also...
You still need to think about this.
Yeah,
things, guys.
it's not easy. It's not just a... Okay, I know it.
Yeah,
it's a lot of thought process in it.
Even geniuses think about it.
We do. And you have to do the right thing, or else you kill someone.
Exactly.
So it was that. And then I think that first year I also battled a lot of imposter syndrome. Because of how where they put me, you understand? And now, like, every time, even if I got a job and it's something I knew how to do, I would question myself and be like, do I actually know how to do this? Can I do this? It was a struggle for me. And sadly, and I'm very happy that you have this platform, and this is just maybe like what do you call it, like a moment of aha for someone else who's out there. As women, we need to hold each other's hands.
We do.
And in this field, you understand, don't be the reason why someone goes through it. Don't be the reason why someone feels like they're not good enough.
We are going through it so that the others coming after
don't
us
have to go through it, you know. And I went through it because the people who were in charge of me were women. So they put me down, you understand? And I struggled. It was a full year of just struggling. And then at some point, and it was a thing of just being beaten down constantly. And then I ended up into the depression. And then I ended up with a heart problem. I had to go in for surgery, but it was a minor surgery. It wasn't anything serious. It was a minor surgery. And remember, this is also the first year of me just starting life. Now I'm an adult. I need to pay my own bills. I had Mastercard sorting out everything. Now I need to pay my own bills by yourself, you know. So it's work, it's life, it's everything happening all at once. It's people putting you down on the side when they shouldn't really be putting you down. And at some point, I also just had a aha moment, and I was like, no, I'm going to fight for myself. You know, I have to fight. You have to fight for yourself.
But also remember, you're not only doing it for yourself.
You're doing it for someone else. So someone else going to see you and be like, how is Jane doing? You know, not just for you. So when I started fighting for myself, not that I saw that something changed. Nothing changed. But I remember, I'll never forget this day. I was going home the 13th of April, 2022. Because I had not gone home because of COVID. Remember, 2020, 2021. Yeah. So I really was craving home. And then as I walked out of my house with my suitcase on my hand, I told God, and I was like, casually, listen, my guy, I'm going home. When I come back, I'm resigning. I don't know whether there's a solution or not. That's what I said on the 13th of April as I'm walking out to go to my country, right? 2 days when I landed there, my friend, Folake, sent me a message that had been sent to our class group from uni. We still have our class group. We never deleted it.
Nice.
It's very nice. That's why we get jobs.
I don't even know where mine is.
Okay, guys, please don't leave. Those are your networks. You know how we talk about networks? The people you finish uni with, especially the ones in your class, those are your networks.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't let them go.
In every schooling group you are in, actually.
Keep it. Yeah, you know, so... She sends me that message, forwarded it. And I'm like, I didn't see the word. I was like, no, it's actually been in our class group for like a week. And I wasn't checking the class group. So I reached out to the lady who sent it. She also happened to have gone to UP, right? And I was like, oh, hi, my name is Jane. I saw this 1, 2, 3, 4, and I applied for it. So this is a Wednesday. So 13, 14, 15, right? And then she said, okay, fine, can we have an interview maybe next week? And I was like, I was very open in that. I'm like, no, I'm home at the moment, but just let me know anytime, right? So we had a conversation. I was home for 2 weeks. I had that first interview. When I came back, I think I came back on the 2nd of May, right? Because it was Tuesday. I came back. We had my follow-up interview with her on the Wednesday, right? And then she said, okay, fine, I like you and I see what you can bring. I'm going to set up a meeting with you and the boss sometime in the week, right?
And this is your current boss?
My current boss at the moment.
Wow.
And then I remember I told her, oh, no, she wanted to do Friday, but I said, no, I just came back from home. I still need to do some catch up at work and also prepare and stuff like that. Is it okay if we can do it like on a weekend? And he said yes.
Yeah.
And I went for breakfast with my boss, and he sat across from me. And this is now the funniest part. This man asked me nothing to do with engineering, but everything to do with my content creation and being a model. Everything to do with my other life. Literally maybe 5% to do with engineering. And he dropped me home, right? And before he dropped me, he said, you know what? I like you. Out of everyone I've spoken to, I like you a lot. And that was Saturday. And on the Wednesday the following week, I was signing a contract with my new job, my current job. What did I say when I walked out of this country 3 weeks before?
I don't know what's happening, but you resign.
I'm resigning.
And that is straight up alignment. That is speaking out to God and saying, this is it.
I was tired. I was crying every day. And honestly, I can tell you from my story, you can only, like, no company is perfect. It's not like
no company, yes. But you as a person, you know that this is it.
Yeah. Then there are places where you can see yourself blossoming. And I can promise you, I've been with my boss for 3 years now. Teko, if I'd continued staying where I was, I wouldn't be who I am now. I wouldn't be the confident person who walks and says, no, let's do this rather than do this. Or someone, like, we went for site visit the other day. I'm busy telling that guy, let me come, let me show you why I always ask you to give me this measurement. It's because of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. Yeah. Like, I wouldn't be that girl. You just need someone who's going to teach you and someone who's willing to allow you to learn and train you. And that's the kind of boss I have. If I don't know anything, I'll be like, hey, I don't know this. What am I supposed to do? And then be like, come, let me show you. That's literally our relationship.
That's a leader.
Yeah.
That's a leader.
That's a leader all through.
Your manager, your boss is a leader.
Yeah. And he checks in. Like, funny enough, we went to site. When was it? Thursday we went to site. And when you got home, well, he picks me and drops me because Jane still doesn't have a cachet with me. But I got my license. At 30 years old. Amen. Hallelujah. I got my license. So we sat down there and he asked me, and he was the whole time he's talking, he's holding my hand like this. He's like, what's happening? Are you okay? Is everything fine in the head?
Your manager is a leader, guys. Your boss is a leader. Not a lot of people do that.
Not a lot of people do that. And it was 20 minutes of just me opening up and telling him. And also, this is also another lesson. You honestly have to be open and frank because you know where you are in your career.
Yes.
As much as where you want to be. As much as you want your boss to be on top of his game, you know yourself. And out of that, I just told him, like, I was just open with him and I'm like, is there a way we can structure my work differently? Because I feel like it's now very repetitive and I get bored. Like, maybe can I have like 2 projects running at the same time that don't focus on the same thing? Or can I have a project? Because usually what I do is I do the design part and then he writes the report side of it.
Okay.
And I was like, no, can you allow me a project to run from A to Z, including the report? Give me a format of the reports that you write. I follow it. Of course, the first time around will be you check and see.
You have to see.
Yeah, until I get to that point
right
or not. Yes. Right. And then I was also like, because I work from home. You don't have access to people. And being a social person, you also need people around you, you know? So I was like, listen, it's been 2.5 years of working from home by myself. Can I at least next year go to site? Even if it's a 3-day site, 2-day office work, let's balance it. And we finished and it was like, okay, fine, let's put it on paper, then make a plan around it.
Yeah. I wish we could all have that, what can I call it, tenacity to go for what we want. A lot of people, I think us as women as well,
you're scared.
We limit ourselves, but we limit ourselves seeing how our surroundings are. If our surroundings are not supportive enough, it makes you question a lot and you become not happy at the environment that you're in.
Yeah, but you also have to speak up.
You need to.
Don't be scared.
You need to. That's one thing I learned in the past month, that girl,
you have to talk.
If you want what you want, you will have to talk. Yeah. Whether a person, I was telling my manager that Whether a person likes me or not, that's up to them.
That's up to them.
Honestly, I'm not gonna suffer for somebody else's happiness.
Yeah.
It's my happiness that I need to take care of before I can please somebody else.
100%.
Especially in this field. Especially in this field. Honey, men have the most egos. Men have the most egos in this field. So they don't like being told, especially by us.
Yeah.
If they're told by a woman, it's like, who do you think you are? Excuse me. And I'm like, dude, I went to university. I know it's not a great, but I went to university. I graduated. I went through the same. Exactly. I walked past that stage like my male counterpart. Please.
Mind you, I'm suffering and I'm bleeding. It's not just I'm suffering double.
Dude. And there's so many things that actually companies need to consider, especially
when
as
it comes to women. Yeah.
We go to our monthlies and we still need to perform.
You need to show up
as our male counterparts.
Yeah, no one cares. We have cramps or whatever.
Nobody cares. If you don't say it, it's like, you are normal to them.
Yeah.
But it's like, dude, you have a wife, you have kids, you have a daughter.
You know this thing.
Why are you acting brand new? Yeah, no. But yeah, we need to survive these things. And that's why, like I say, we are here for such people.
Yeah.
So that they don't have to go through this. And I don't understand, like you brought up something to say in your journey, women had to bring you down.
Yeah. I don't get it either.
I don't get it, but like, I don't get it. Why, as women, are we not supposed? Already, it's a male-dominated field. Already, as a woman, you're struggling in this thing. Now you have the same person, the same.
They're going through what you're going through, or they went through it.
But
and they're the ones contributing to bring you down.
I was actually telling. And that's why I say your boss is a leader.
Yeah.
Because your boss didn't allow what was going through with him during his years of engineering to dictate how is he going to teach his subordinates.
Yes.
I was telling my subordinates that for me, a leader is someone whom I feel like tells you, like, you know, when you apply for a job, I want to be a manager or something, and then there's this young person who they choose that person instead of me.
Yeah.
However, when that person came here, I had to teach that person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, a lot of people feel like, what the hell? Like, I taught this person, now this person surpasses me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not how you should see it, actually. How you should be seeing it is that person is going there because of my
because
teachings.
of you. If not for you,
if it was not for me, and you should be happy that that person is actually reaching so much things. And that's what I feel like women who should be doing, because women who are not supportive of women in the work field, I feel like wants to cram you down and say, I want this thing only for myself. But why? What's the greed for?
Doesn't make sense, you know. Doesn't make sense. But also it's a competition thing. It's a very bad competition thing, because for me, one of the people who was putting me down, she had already been in the industry for 10 years. Sure enough, technologist, me an engineer.
Yeah.
But there's no way in life I'm ever going to catch up to you. You are forever going to be 10 years ahead of me.
Exactly.
If I get to the 10 years, you're at 20.
Exactly.
If I get to 20, you're at 30. So there's no competition. There's nothing to compete about. If anything, what you've learned impacted on me,
you should be passing it to others.
And then I'll pass it to someone else, and then that's how you make a legacy.
Exactly.
That's how you leave a legacy.
Exactly.
Honestly.
Ahmed, we've been talking. I
feel like this is a therapy session. I'm letting it all out now. All of it.
Yeah, no, and I hope I'm not taking much of your time. But let me see, what did we not go through here?
Yeah.
I spoke about that. Okay, you spoke about quitting. Actually, I like the fact that you got into it before I asked it. And then, what does an inclusive engineering workplace look like to you? What do you think companies should do better to support women in the work field?
Remember we spoke about allowing time for rest.
Yes,
that's very important, and I think I've picked this up with, again, my current boss. I've not been sickly in the past since. Like I've been here and there, small, maybe fatigue will get me sickly or get an eye infection because I'm gonna stay up until like 3 in the morning and staring into the light every day. Also, like maybe you hurt your eye. Like now, last week I think I'd probably hurt my nerve, in the eye, and then I ended up getting an infection. So I couldn't work the whole time. But I literally take even a sick leave of, oh boss, my periods are killing me.
Which I think many companies actually give you those days.
Yeah.
If you say your cramps, because some people, they experience cramps
worse than others. Yeah. And I personally don't really get pain, but every now and then it will be very bad. But I rarely get period pains. So I'll just be like, oh my God, today it's not happening, right? I'm suffering. It's like, okay, fine, take the day out, And also for me, I also like exert myself. Maybe it's that way with me because I'm always willing to push over a weekend or push even into the night, like late into the night if I have to. So there's that. And then just allow the openness, allow also, the biggest thing would be allow an opportunity for growth in terms of allow people to learn, create more training, right? Like now, I've been learning, there's a software called QGIS. It's much easier to use that for, especially like a floodlight study or whatever, than it is to use AutoCAD. AutoCAD is what I've been used to all this while, but it's more tedious. Like I need to sit there with contours and look at where they're going so that I can get my flat line and draw it, and sometimes you're going to miss it and like your catchment, you're going to miss it and all that stuff. And then you have QGIS where it's smart enough to teach you to just put a point and then it gives you the catchment. So it's literally something I could do in 2 hours, I do in 5 minutes. You understand? So like, just be willing to like allow your, what do you call it? If I come to you and I tell you, okay, Tseko, you know what? I think I need to learn this software because I saw my friend doing it this way and so on and so forth. And softwares are expensive in our field. That's something you have to remember. But for me to come and tell you that, I must have seen that, this is actually a solution and it works. So that you need to be easily available to allow that as well. So from my experience, I'll just say allow openness. Be your colleagues, yes, but also sometimes you just need to hold someone's hand. And I think the one thing probably my boss has mastered is the fact that I'm in this country by myself. I'm someone who's young. I'm just in my 30s now. Sometimes you just need a parental figure, and if like you have older, some of them have mastered it. There are a lot of people who mastered how to be like, okay, Teko is going through something, let me check in. You understand? So there's that. Also sometimes just check in randomly, because someone could be going through it and they don't know how to say it. They don't know what to say.
That's so true.
Being open, allowing people to use their leave days, please, man.
And I don't have to beg for rest. Like you said in the beginning, rest is we are fatigued, guys. We're going through, and especially this generation, we are going through so much, yet we still need to work,
show up and perform
and do this. And I'm not saying the people who came before us don't do that, but they somehow had a master in it, and technology back then wasn't as it is now. So I think it's just they had a great time, a great way of balancing things out. But for us, I won't say we are new because we've been working for quite some time now. But it's a new. It's like It's like everything's like no, could be, but like exactly. So you're trying to catch up with the every time, like and then you. So I think just allow. I was also speaking to like my colleagues that this generation, we are wired different. And rest to us is very important. Rest, family, enjoyment, but soft life is very important too. As much as we still do want to work, we still want to be engineers, we still want to be doctors, but we also want to do it in a way that would not hinder us from doing all these other things.
Yes, 100%.
So, but yeah, I hope companies do hear you out.
Yeah,
with your advice.
We're not being shady or anything.
We're actually just speaking about real life.
Yeah,
what's
reality,
happening.
Yeah.
And companies, I always say, if you take something to heart and it comes in it makes you feel in a negative way, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Because every critique is an improvement
exactly
to how you can do things better.
Better.
Even you as a person, like every failure, it teaches you to do something better. Every critique, if someone thinks you are whoever, yes, you look at yourself and you're like, okay, so who am I really? This person or what? And you learn from that.
Yeah, very true.
You learn from that.
Very true.
Man, we coming to almost the end.
Already. So nice. I'm not happy. I'm enjoying this.
So one thing that I said we're gonna get into is her work life
balance.
Is there such? Because this woman does so much that I'm just like, what the hell? But your work life balance, is there such? Because you're a YouTuber, content creator, and a designer, as well as a civil engineer. So,
and my job
how do you do it, Mama?
How do I do it? I sleep at 3 in the morning. I'm not saying it as a joke, by the way. You must reduce your sleep. It's not even a joke, but not every day. There are certain days where you really have to push yourself.
Yeah.
And also set realistic goals for yourself. I'll give you an example. And I think this is the reason why I set very high standards for myself, or very high goals for myself, and I want to achieve them. But because lack of rest again, you get burnt out. So this is something that's been happening to me a lot. I'll come to YouTube and I'll have like a month or 2 months of just constant posting, and I don't get tired. Ne? And then all of a sudden I get tired and I go out for like 8-9 months. I just go out. Yeah. And now I realized why I was doing that, because now when I came back, I think I posted my first video last Sunday. And I said, oh, let me try finish. So I'm doing like a Cape Town traveling vlog series, of which I went to this trip in 2023 December. We're in 2025, almost another December, okay? So I started and stopped. And also I think it's the thing of my creative juices would come and go because of the fatigue again. So I was like, let me finish this thing. So I said I'm gonna post on Sunday and Thursdays, and that's what I did the last time again. Sunday and Thursdays. The burnout happened. But because I put it on before, I'll be like, you wanna hype people and so on and so forth. That's the other thing. Set goals for yourself, not for other people. Yes. Because that's what you can achieve in your life, right? Because I'm gonna be the loudmouth Jane, go put it on my Instagram stories, on my WhatsApp status, all the social media platforms I have, and I say, oh, new videos every Thursday and Sunday. Mind you, editing a video takes for you to get a good video out, you need at least 4 days.
Guys, and that is
4 or 5 days. So you tell me, between Thursday and Sunday, how many days do I have? It's only Friday and Saturday. Am I not going to have a weekend? Am I not going to work? You understand what I'm saying? So I only realized, because there's a video I needed to post on Thursday, and I was like, nah, this is impossible. I was finishing editing that video last night. That's the reason why I went to bed at 3. Okay. Finished editing it and I uploaded it, and when I went to bed I knew, okay, I've scheduled you'll go out, and when you go out I'm okay. And I realized, no, Jane, with the work that you have now I have 2 projects that I need to be working on as I'm speaking to you. I cannot afford to have 8 hours of work Monday to Friday, and then I'm gonna go to the gym at 6. By the time I come back home it's 9. I need to eat. You're tired too. You need to sleep. So it's not going to work. I have to be smart, and I said every Sunday. That's what I say to myself. But like for the small videos in between, because remember when you asked me what do I do to relax and let go, I make those short videos. So I'll have a lot of them in the draft. Okay. And then I just dish out.
Then where do you store it? Space, small. What's happening?
So I put, that's why that phone is out of space right now. So I need to go back and clean out that phone right now. But I have a certain amount that I put on the drafts on TikTok and on Instagram.
Okay.
And also, this is something else I've realized. There's no growth on Instagram at the moment, and Instagram is boring. So
Growth is on TikTok.
Growth is on TikTok, I swear. And I'm saying that as someone who joined TikTok 2 months ago, and now I'm at 412 followers. So I've been seeing the growth, and I enjoy posting them because TikTok makes it a bit easy for you to edit those short videos. As soon as you throw in your videos, it will give you an idea, edit it for you, give you an idea, and be like, okay, let me go this direction. You understand? So that's why it's easier. So Instagram, you put it there, you still have to do the dirty job for yourself. So it's just also finding the things that work for you. So whatever I put on TikTok, I'm going to go put it on Instagram, because I know on TikTok, I don't have the same following. Or even if I do, it's a handful. And the thing is with TikTok, they push your content to people who do not know you. You get it? It's not like Instagram where only the people who know you will see. It stays with your followers. And now it's even worse. They don't even push you to new people or anything like that. So I think it's been a thing of willing to learn what works, what doesn't work, and also realizing that these are goals for me. I have a target, I want to grow, and so on and so forth, and also putting patience on me, because I've never been a patient person. I've always been that person who wants to, even if it's something new, I want to learn it there and then. But life doesn't happen like that.
To
Things
learn
take
certain
time. Things take time.
And to master them.
I've been on YouTube since 2018. Of course, the growth has been there. I've been seeing it, but I only got to my 1,000 subscribers when 2023. And
congratulations.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you. And only now is when I'm seeing, like, the fact that I'm patient, I'm seeing it growing just by itself. Now. I'm at 2,000 followers.
Oh, great.
You know?
So we're still trying to get there. So please,
subscribe.
Do not forget to subscribe.
Thank you. So there's that, and also there's that thing of, I got monetized, and I'm like, okay, so now I need to push a little bit more.
Yes.
And that was one of the reasons why I said, I cannot do Thursday and Friday because there will be that inconsistency.
Yes.
YouTube needs to see that you're
algorithm.
Yes. And the only way they'll pick up on me is if I'm consistent. So if I say every Sunday, they'll know, okay, there's a new thing we're expecting from Jane. Every Sunday.
Somebody actually advised me with that.
Yeah.
And she's quite popular and quite doing quite well in her YouTube space. She's a financial accountant at work, and she's honestly doing great. I think she's now at 30 or 40k.
Amazing.
And she also started,
is this Yvonne? The lady I know. Okay, no, I haven't checked her.
Itumeleng Mloto. By the way, go look at her videos.
It's money related, so you better.
Money related. Yes. So yeah, she's really doing great. And she was telling me, I have this thing I always post. She posts on Sundays. Yeah. So what I've seen with her videos is they always come on Sunday.
On Sunday. Even you as a follower, they'll prompt you, hey.
Yes, and she has a schedule of when to record, when to pause, edit, when to post. And I was like, this is actually how
you can't just go in and swim. You have to be wearing your swimming costume. You have to wear your swimming cap. Basically, you have to be prepared.
And you
make
need
a
to
plan.
Know how to breathe.
Yes.
Remember, swimming also comes with the technique of breathing. And I feel like that's content creation as well.
Literally,
you need to know how to balance it out. Otherwise, it's gonna creep you out. Like even myself, a year or so, I'll be like, yo, and then I come back again because I honestly like this thing, but the editing, it takes a long time. It takes a
lot of time. And the other thing is, do what you love.
Yes.
Honestly, do what makes you happy. Because when I started as, it's going to be fully fashion. Hey, I'm not a millionaire, number one. So I cannot be affording to buy clothes every day. The best I can do is take the outfits in my closet, put 2 and 2 together, but Teko would have seen them for 10 times and then be like, Jane, you don't have new clothes, And then also, I outgrew it. Yes. It got to a point where I was like, I'm enjoying traveling. Can I share the traveling content part of it? And I love it, like when I'm on the streets and I'm like, hey guys, and then you meet people and people get excited. Want to be popping. And that is when I'm recording, like doing vlogs outside, that's literally the best part of it for me. When someone says, are you vlogging? Like, yes, say hi, can tell people subscribe and whatnot. And it happens every time and I enjoy it. I love it. So it's just a thing of also learning that you're going to evolve and you must be okay with it.
Yes.
If you started it as I'm going to be in fashion, maybe 2 years down the line you'd want to talk about life,
something else. Yes.
Like, okay guys, I've been working for 2 years, I've been struggling. Okay,
and it's
let me share.
It's okay to change.
It's okay to change, because there'll be someone somewhere who is interested in whatever you're doing.
You evolve as a person and you grow.
And you grow. And you have to allow that.
Yes.
Yeah. And enjoy it. Like, after you've edited a video, whatever you put out needs to make you happy first. Because it can only make the other person happy if it made you happy.
Has made me happy. That is true.
So those are the things like I've learned, like I've tried to put in my life to allow myself to have that work-life balance, and also having people to hold me accountable. Because if you're just by yourself, you're going to forget.
Yes.
But when you make like a pinky promise, the reason why I came back, I made a pinky promise with this lady I met just the other day at gym. Right? She's Kenyan. Very talented in art, extreme. Like, she's someone you give a scratchbook and then she'll draw you the perfect Mickey Mouse you've ever seen. And I'm like, why are you not posting this? They're like, no, Jane, I used to, and then I stopped. And I'm like, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make a pinky promise, me and
for each other.
We have a whole plan of Jane is going to be posting on this date, this date. And I gave her 10 days startup. Today is the 17th, no? Her first video should be going out today. I gave her 10 days and I told her, this is what you're going to do. Until your birthday, her birthday is on the 31st, 14 days. Make sure you post at least one video every day. So I gave her 10 days to plan for those videos, and then she'll be posting every single day. And then it will, like, you just find yourself
being in the gist of it.
Yes, the gist of it, because you need to get into the gist of it. And I told her, because I'm a very believer in number 7. It's very strong for me. I don't know, like all the best things.
I love the number 7.
All the best things happen on the 7. On anything 7. I told her.
You see the number 7, the 3.
Yeah.
It's my best.
Something happens
my
there,
best.
So I told her 14 is a factor of 7. It means by the time you get to a 14, it'll be double whatever you want to happen. So keep at it, go. And then I said, okay, my first video went out. I did the 10th, but I wanted the 7 aspect to stay. So today is the 17th. So I'm gonna post today. All right. Well, it should have gone out already. So I'm gonna post today. So I'm keeping that 7. And the thing is, having that accountability, I know on her side she's looking at me, and as soon as I decided to be like, I'm not posting on Thursday, she's the first person I called, and I told her, Eva, I know we said this, but it's seeming like it's not going to be possible. Can we please adjust our schedule a little bit? And yeah, she was still hold me accountable, but please can we adjust it? And she said, no, it's fine, that's okay, everything works, just take your time, take it one step at a time and all that. And then the other thing is put God in the center.
Yes. That is.
Honestly, God is about it. Yeah, and God is the one who gave you that talent. You know, you can't do it.
God is the one who actually brought that idea
to you. You know,
God is the reason why He said, Jane, go and do this.
Switch on your phone and start recording. You understand? Oh, your phone will not run out of space today. You know, record and stuff. So, literally, that's putting God in the center, holding people, like having people hold me accountable, and just being patient and knowing that it will happen.
It will come. It will come.
Like, don't rush it.
Don't rush it. That's true. Do not rush it. I love that. I love that, because also me, it's telling me, dude, my first video also after a long time is coming out today.
So now we'll try and get into the gist of it.
Yes. Now it's just getting into the gist of it and editing everything else.
Yeah.
All right, and then just so you guys know, if you've seen me with traditional clothing and you've been asking who, I know a lot of people have been asking me, but who did this thing for you? I'll post all the videos, all the pictures of all my traditional clothing. This is the lady behind it, by the way. This is the lady. Every time I go anywhere, I'm like, Jane, I'm going there.
My material, outfit, how much is it?
I'm like, Jane, I'm going to a wedding. Please show me your materials. I want something like this, and she makes it happen. Yeah. She makes it happen. So if you wanna, anyone to make your traditional clothing, this is the lady to talk to.
And it's good quality as well.
Very good.
You don't play around with quality here.
Everywhere I go, I'm asked, who is your designer? And I'm like, I will give you guys. I will give you.
I'm glad.
I think I told you this other time. A lady asked me, but every time you have this, and I'm like, hey, I have someone who's doing these things for me, and
I'm
that's
connections.
Thank
you, friend. Thank you.
And then, okay, 3 last questions.
Yeah.
Advice you'd give to your younger self.
My younger self. Everything will happen when it's supposed to happen. Put God in the center. Work with people that are willing to work with you.
Yeah.
And respect everyone.
Yeah.
Respect everyone. I was having a conversation with a friend. It was a slight quarrel. And then she said, I love you and I value our friendship. And I told, like, after I opened up, I finished by saying, it's not love that keeps relationships.
It isn't.
It's respect.
Thank you.
I have to respect your boundaries. I have to respect what you say. I have to respect who you are. And respect is how you show you love someone. So before we get to the love, there has to be the respect aspect of it. And the respect aspect is not, oh, I see Tech who has money, she's the one I have to respect. No. Even the lady in cleaning your toilet.
Yes.
Even your security guy.
Anyone.
Even a younger child.
Honestly, that's how I see if a guy is for me.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you're gonna treat this person like this, how
are you going to treat me?
Exactly.
You know? And
are
for
you
me,
treating me because I have 1, 2, 3.
You understand? And for me, how I look at how, like, even if we go out, how are you treating the waiter?
Yes.
That is, for
I
me,
also look at that.
is always the thing that I look at. Because if you're nice to that person, then you're a nice person.
Yes.
Because you're not gaining anything from them. And as human beings, we tend to be nice to people because we are going to gain something from them. But you shouldn't live life like that. So I think through life, I've actually come up like that. So that's literally like, I'd always go back and tell myself, be nice to every single person. Be respectful to every person. Live knowing that God is going to make it happen. It's supposed to happen. Because everything in my life has happened just by sheer coincidence. And it's not by my might or anything. It's God's will.
It is. No, that is great. I always tell people that, you know, in this life, respect, like you say, respect is something that you need to have.
Yeah.
My one story I had is I call him my grandfather, but he's actually my mother's sister's husband. So the elder sister, my mother's elder sister's husband.
So that's your uncle?
It's my uncle, but because my mother's sister is older, it's like they are the grandparents. Because we don't know my mom's parents. So they're like the grandparents. So I call him my grandfather. That's how it came about. And I remember we passed this other guy, like he greets. Like, he'd greet, he's such a lovely person. And this person didn't greet him back. And mind you, this person is a family friend, but I don't know, probably there was some quarrel or something. I was young.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting this person to answer. Why is this person not answering? And I'm like to my grandfather, you should not greet that person anymore. And he's like, no, that's not how you go about life. If that person maybe that person is going through whatever they're going through, but don't take it personal. Greet the person because that's who you are. Yes. And then how they receive it, it's on them.
That's their decision.
It's honestly
it's nothing to do with you, because
that's,
if he walks by and doesn't say hello, it will haunt him.
Yes.
If he says hello, it's out of his system. Yes. It's up to the other person how they react.
Exactly. Yeah. He's like, no, I said what I wanted to say. I don't have any beef. This is who I am. And I was like, you know, this is the type of men for me. I would be like, if you are kind, I'm looking here.
You're there.
I'm looking here because a kind person, bruh. And then, what excites you about the future?
You know what? Everything that it entails. You know, I always tell God, listen, I want kids, I want a husband, and I want everything that comes with it. But there will be challenges in it. Everything has a challenge, but I'm still excited for it. I'm excited to be like, okay, I grew up this way. I grew up without my parents, but life has still happened. So how am I going, knowing that I always pray, God, allow me to be there for my children.
Yes.
You understand? So that they don't have to go through what I went through. You get what I'm saying? So it's just that knowing that I went through 1, 2, 3, and my prayer to God is, God, don't let that 1, 2, 3 happen. So, so I'm excited as much as it's challenging. I'm excited for it. I'm excited for where the content life is going to take me, how I'm going to evolve. Because I know maybe at some point I'll be like, okay, now I don't want to share about traveling anymore. Let's talk about finances.
Yes.
How I've maneuvered my finances, how I only got into serious saving when I was 25 or 26 or 27 or 28, you understand? And why I would feel like, I was late, but I wasn't late.
Yes. It's never too late.
Yeah, so
it's your path.
It's your path. And also the people I'm going to meet, the friends I'm going to make, how I'm going to make those friends. And just happy to wake up every day. Just waking up is a reason enough to be excited.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Because someone didn't wake up today.
Dude, I pray about that every day. I'm like, thank God I'm awake today.
Yeah.
I'm awake because there's someone who
didn't.
Okay, and then last question.
The camera, please don't go.
It's coming to an end so quick, guys. I don't want it to end. Last question. What do you think the next generation of women engineers gets to experience that you didn't? And how would you say they should continue being in the space of engineering?
Go for your dreams. That's one thing I'll say. But also, do not go for engineering because it has money. There's no money. There is no money in this field. It's a passion thing, I'm not going to lie, because I would like to have like 50K every month.
Yes.
You understand? But then again, you have SARS, you're going to end up at 35. Because I'll take like 15 straight away. So, love it. And I think just to go back to your question, I believe they're going to experience it better than we did. Because there's me and you who are learning from the mistakes of others.
Yes.
Because I went through a period of someone putting me down, a fellow woman putting me down. I'm not going to do that to someone. I'm going to put a fellow woman down. I'm going to hold them. And I'm lucky I've gone through my boss, and he's in him holding my hand and impacting his knowledge on me. I'm learning from him that I'm also going to be patient with someone else who's coming behind me. And especially if it's a woman. Not to be biased or anything, but I just know this field is already set up against us.
Yes.
So I'm definitely going to be a better leader than for the women behind me, better than for the people that I had, because we're learning. And the thing is, with our generation, honestly speaking, us Gen Z wannabes, we missed it just by 1 year, honestly, by 1 year. Our mentality is very different.
Yeah.
We are very understanding in the sense that we know it's a struggle, it's not easy. But the older ones will be like, yeah, we struggled, but still we made it. So you also have to make it, but at least you will have some sort of patience, and you'll have some sort of empathy towards the next person. If someone is saying, I'm struggling to see this, I'll always remember you got a 0 in a test. You understand? So if this person is saying they're struggling to see it, they're really struggling to see it. You get? So that's it. That's learning from our experiences so that we can make it better for the other ones.
I don't want it to end.
It's over, guys. We had a good time.
Goodness, we had a good time. We had a good time. Oh my. Is there any questions
that I have for you?
No. Any questions you would just like to?
No, I have a question for you.
For me, what is the question?
How are you balancing motherhood and engineering and all the studies that you do? How?
Honestly, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I like you say, I put something in my mind that I want this thing, and if I don't do it, who else is gonna do it? And for me, it's as much as I'm reaching my goals, I'm also setting an example for
your child.
My child to say it's not where you give up, it's where you actually gather the strength and go forward.
See?
Oh.
See, guys? That's how you do it. I'm happy for it, and I'm proud of you.
Thank
every
you.
day.
Thank you.
Every day.
Oh,
I'm very proud of you. I won't lie.
Thank you, babes. Anyway, please do follow her page, her socials. Do subscribe to her channel. She has amazing videos. Trust me.
I do.
And order your traditional
Clothes,
clothing
please.
from her.
I'm broke. Like I say, there's no money in engineering. I'm broke.
If you have any questions for her, please do comment down below. I will definitely let her know. Hopefully, she'll also see them
there
and watch your questions. But please do say them down below. We'd really appreciate that for you. And then
what now do you want? Whether you're naughty? What do you want?
We had a shot before here.
So we have to finish with a shot.
Whoa, I was pretty much stressed that I'm not gonna go through my whole thing. I'm gonna forget all the things that I wanted to say to this girl, but hey, it was the courage. It was for the courage, I guess. Please do not forget to subscribe, like this video, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
And then in short, do the necessary. Thank you. Oh my God, this was so cool! Thank you, mommy.
Oh, thank you so much, babe.
I enjoyed it. Oh, I really enjoyed it. Oh my